Special Working Party on Education Reform. Kaya hanyon analysis ngeme tukul kele iune ngalekab elimu. Amu elimu connected ko the engine.
Siasa sinye kumagaria goingu. Siasa ko lazima itinye sababu kila. Yengete ngoi men karia biashara. Karia biashara na yae. Yani lazima ile kakialta ngani. Nena stock na maji mutai. Next week much ko putya sugaro, you know.
Boaz Kemboy Triza Cheroro
Tisitayi activate tatuchetab lene emet in Kass FM International. Kass FM International.
Kongololi
Agatin chitab kalenjin nang witukulele imitei hitagat tetuteng nebo tililindo kainenyu ko Chesankaro Sirma. Ibendi kegustini kong logoiwekab emet chekatestai eng kebeberwek cheterterchin eng emoni itagat. Ko kitaune ole eng kasarta nekichopchin lewenisiet neo noto nyone kokatestai kibagengeit noto nebo kibagengeit nebo IBC nebo Office nebo Registrar of Political Parties ORPP kokoito kanetisiet koityi stakeholders cheterterchin kokuyo ortinwek chebo siretab chamaisiek chebo bolotet ak ortinwek chenyolu kosub ya chopchingei lewenisiet. Kinyoru sirindenyo Isaac Ogey asikoarorwech logoiwechuto eng koindo.
eng tuyet nekaituyo officials chebo chamaisiek cheterter eng sukulitab muswoknotet noto nebo RVTTI komwa Hassan Maloba kole yekichopchingei lewenisiet neo nenyonei kotuitos ak ofisaek kobun departments cheterter neboto kandoikab bolotet konoisechi tugukab kamanut kobun ofisit noto bo Registrar of Political Parties.
Today we are conducting a training of our political party officials, parties with presence within Uasin Gishu County. This training is key that it will equip political party officials with the knowledge they need in ensuring that they are leading political parties in their counties well. The training entails taking the officials through the registration process just to appreciate the journey that political parties move from the first step of name search and submission of particulars to the last stage of full registration. The training also covers the compliance areas that ORPP looks at and expects political parties to abide by these compliance areas. Thirdly, the training looks at the political parties fund and the criteria that political parties are subjected to qualify to the political parties fund. We also look at the nomination procedures and criteria within political parties.
Kama Maloba kole ituitoskei ak kibagengeisiek alak cheboto IEBC kokoito akichek kanetisiet kotinygei ak ortinwek chotok chekiboisie eng chobetab chamaisiekab bolotet ak ng'atutik.
Actually, the office conducts trainings to political parties, basically starting through the registration process, where the officials are trained on the processes, how to register a political party, the expectations. We also do trainings for the party officials, fully registered political parties. This is one of them, and it's a platform where they can afford to comb their knowledge on the requirements of the ORPP office and how to be able to lead political parties with their counties well.
Kamite tuyo notok Matthew Chenger, returning officer kubun kibagenge notok ba IBC kubun komasta nebo keses nesome officer chotok kokochi cherset biikab emet kosirgei koek birikab kura.
Ours as IBC is to give out education, further education to the political parties about our preparedness for 2027 general election. They have quite a number of questions of what is they require. We have informed them about the continuous voter registration going on in our offices. Previously, between March and April, we had enhanced voter registration, which we did our best as was in issue and attained our target. We are now preparing for the next ECVR2, which will come towards the end of the year. And ours is to inform all political parties, all interested stakeholders to assist us in conveying information to our electorates, to the young Kenyans, to register as voters. We have also informed them to tell the young people also to get the IDs in good time so that the moment we start, they are ready to register.
Tesetai kibagengesiek chotok tuwai kokoito kanetishet koityi stakeholders tugul koro kole kaisub ng'atutik chenyolu eng kasarta noto nebo lewenishet.
Currently, we are running the trainings in 13 regions that are started today, targeting different groups. The first day, which is today, we are targeting political party officials. Tomorrow, we are targeting women leaders within the 13 regions. On Wednesday, we are targeting youth leaders. On Thursday, we'll be having a training for the PWDs. And on Friday, we'll have a training for the civil society organizations.
Kongatika taonitab Eldoret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Isaac Kogei.
Ketesetai kokakomwa minista nebo kimnatoshek Opiyo Wandayi kole mitei kamang'unet nebo kotestai korek olietab mwanik kosubkei ak koshinet noton nebo kalyet nekoityi emotinwekab Amerika ak emetab Iran. Kong'ololi eng county noton nebo Narok kokamwa Wandayi kole koshinonoto kotakchingei keyat kebeberta nenat kou Strait of Hormuz ne agenge eng ortinwek chebo kamanut mising eng loiset nebo mwanik. Kole wendi kakwautyonoto kotoreti korekune alionotok bo mwanik. Kates koma Wandayi kole tetutiet nebo chobetab refinery nelel nekiune mwanik netetat ketech eng taonitab Mombasa kale kowendi kora noto kotoreti eng tetutik chebo kerekune alietab mwanik nekokotestai kolany mising eng konekit.
This tour is coming against the backdrop of the recent announcement of petroleum prices by EPRA. Those prices would definitely have been much higher, especially for diesel and kerosene. But because of intervention by the government through the Petroleum Development Levy, we have been able to reduce the price of diesel by 10 shillings per litre and maintain the price of kerosene. We are hopeful that in the wake of the truce between the USA and Iran, the global market of petroleum products is going to stabilize and normalcy is going to resume in the fullness of time. If and when that happens, the benefits will definitely accrue to Kenyan consumers. And as government, we remain their guarantor. Yes, we remain their guarantor. We just want to call for understanding. So by and large, we are looking forward to better times if we can just unite as a country and support the government in its initiatives. Well, you know we are doing a lot of things, yes, in the energy and petroleum sectors. First and foremost, you know the government petroleum importation framework has really been helpful, yes, in ensuring that we go through this process, these times, without much stress. We are going to strengthen that framework. Secondly, we are working with the private sector in the long term to ensure that we have got to petroleum strategic reserve, okay, in the country. But more critically, in the longer term, again, there are talks and there are plans to establish a regional refinery along the East African coastline. That will be very, very useful in terms of ensuring security of supply of petroleum products, not only for Kenya, but for the entire East African region.
Ketesetai kokakoboiboichi alage eng meng'ikab county nebo Bomet kakwautiet nekoib serikali korekune alietab mwanik. Eng kit noto nekamwa kole wendi noto kakwautiet noto kotoreti eng rekunet noto nebo aliet nebo uchumi nekokwo barak mising Nganda unotok kokamwa meng'ichotok kole takonyolu serikali kotakochuchuch eng nekamwa kole koichuchuch koichuchuch aliet nemite ng'ony mising nenyolu kotakotes kochuchuch alionotok kotkote koityi aliet notok nebo kotugul kosir nemite eng nguni eng nekamwa kole mite barak kora matin kokichuchuch chotok tutikin kale kotakomite barak alionotok bo mwanik.
Chon koboswech en mwanik kekere kele ndatokoboswech kora kidogo ko kikere kele maya. Ngap en customaek alak ngemwoe customaek alak kele mokibos kiy kolelen customaek kaking'al lakini en kerenyun komoboswech iman kiy. So kinomwoini serikali aleini ndatokoboswech kora kidogo komokikere koya.
Kikuronon Henok Kimng'eno Cheruyot ane amiten kasitab bodaboda en Bomet. So kong'et serikali kobos tuten ako kiates around 30. So kisome serikali nenyonet kobose ng'alekab mwanik amun ndikeren en bosetab mwanik ko makiyan amun ndimwochi chito beit ile siling ata komoyoni. So kisome William Ruto kotoretech en ng'alekab mwanik ot koechek biikab bodaboda ko ngeimut ot chito koit ot tenwek kong'eten tenwek tubo Bomet ko kitu 150. So kisome kele kotoretech amun ngot kobos mwanik kobose uchumi nebo ala kobose chakula kobwa ng'weny. Amun ndimwochi chito ile siling ata amun from example ngot imut chito letenwek baka kapkenu ki 50 betunot kitomo ketes mwanik. So sahi lile chito kokonin 70 bob kokere koui amun kele kakichil akine. So kisome ne kele kobos ng'alekab mwanik.
Kong'eten kingenapta mwanik ko kitestai koik barak alietab nene. Ako kikali kit age tugul ko amun ot en ele koimuten chito 50 shilling ndibore ile 100 ko kere chito koui mising. Kolelen acha tamabune rabisiek chuto kila kolelen tamabune chechu ko ndibore imwoe iman kebune chilutiet mising. Ako mami kasit amun biik kidogo komekolonye pikipiki because of kikolany mwanik. Ko ndatakere ku kidogo kekere koiku better at least. Kekuron Isaiah Rono ami ameng'indetab Bomet ako agenge en bodaboda ako kotiengei kerenyun ele kwakerta anendet ko nyolu takebos. Sendisiek chu kokinde konyolu ot kindewek kot 180 chu kita. At least ot korimut chito ndilipishan ko kiyere isiche kenyindet akine amun en nguni kemwaita nguni komami kasit nguni. Ako kit neu mising kemoe takobos ot kidogo.
Ane kainenyun kekuron Henok Cheruyot ameng'unen olebo Bomet. Kaaker tabut nekokesibote en tabusiek chu tugul kinamen ot ng'alekab mwanik wak tabu. Ibore ot ile inde mwanik karit komami, yani sirire inde wanyindion ak tabu mami kit nekokebos ot nusu. Omokinai kele mwoe ne barak. Nguni ot ibore iyoe ot ile isor beek mami inam itorte karit. Kaui.
Ketesetai ak logoiwek ko kakomwa kandoindetab chechang eng bunge nebo Senate Aaron Cheriot kole tindoi katiaknatet biikab emoni konyor kibandok eng kerkeindo amanyolu kotesta polatet tetutyonoto ala keistoegei yautik alak tugul chebo katabanetab biik alak. Kinyoru sirindenyo Robert Siele asikoarorwech logoiwechuto eng koindo.
Sugulitab Chebigen Secondary en igortab wektaetab Kongo kakoitoetab konunotoik koityi kipsomaninik 46 chebo sugulisiek cheterter en Kapsahos Ward chebendi sugulisiekab barak komwa majority leader en Senate nebo emoni Aaron Cheruyot kole bo kamanut kotesetai serikalitab emoni kokochi kibandok biik ak bororiosiek kikitabanen kasarta nekoi.
Hii mambo ya kitambulisho, it is a very primitive conversation. In any civilized society, an identity is just a form of recognition. Don't make it look like there are citizens that are better than others, that they are part of these countries that deserve IDs and others that don't deserve. Tunajua ile uchungu mko naye ni kwa sababu there are sections and communities that had been marginalized for years, But under the broad-based administration, we have made sure that Kenya is equal.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua koistoengei testaetab bolotet en tetutikab bandab tai akonai kole moe konyoru boroindo nebo kondochi emoni en kasarta age.
Ati amesema sasa ameretreat, ameenda 45 days kwenda kupumzika kule. Hata aenda chukua 45 years, wachana na 45 days. Lala kabisa nyumbani, sababu hakuna siku utakaribia uongozi wa Kenya. Ama namna gani? Waambi. Unajua hii wakora saa ingine wasipoambiwa wanafikiri ati Rais William Ruto amesahau. Acha ile watu, mimi nikiangalia ile opposition kama squad ni ile, tutaambia William Ruto weenda Mombasa, enda upige maji wakati ya kampeni itafika. Utuachie hii watu, tutaswaga hao asubuhi na mapema. Hakuna watu ya kufanya siasa na sisi hapo.
Kosubkei ak Senator Cheruyot kokoib walet President Dr. William kekerchin ak serkalishek chekikoba.
This administration, when you compare it, the Jubilee government in 10 years time employed 50,000 teachers. This administration in 3 years time they have employed 100,000 teachers. Now tell me, an administration that is building classrooms, we have built more than 24,000 in this current budget that we have just passed. There is an additional 20,000 teachers.
En kasaratan komambetab koning ng'ati ng'atutik nebo aina moi Benjamin Langat age kayanet kandoinatetab Dr. William Ruto ole ibelishen kasarta age nebo aeng en lewenisiet nenyone.
President Kibaki alienda miaka 10 yake kwa katiba ya wakati huo. President Uhuru Kenyatta ambaye sasa anatuambia ati sijui nini alienda hata miaka 10 yake. Nani alisema William Ruto anaenda? Zile barabara zote ambazo zilikuwa zimekwama kwa sababu za madeni ambazo yule mwingine alikuwa amechukua, Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto akatengeneza kwa sasa hivi zile mashida ambazo tulikuwa nazo kwa barabara kutoka this financial year kwenda mbele, mabarabara zetu zote. Because of that,
you know, I heard my colleague Sifuna saying they want to come together so that they can defeat the president early. Let me inform you, my friend, because you know you are my political politics. The only thing you are competing with is the margin with which President William Ruto will defeat you. If you continue going separately,
Choton kocher sigik, kipsomaninik ak konetik kobois kibagenge asikekirinda yautik chemokororon cheboto belsetab sukulishek ak ng'emetab kalyet cheweche somanet. Ab emet chebo Kass kong'et kainenyun ko Robert Siele.
Ketesetai ko wendi ketou kokoitoetab kakeranet eng wikini nyone koityi biik chekityi kaimutik eng kasarta nekimite kambakosiek emoni. Nitok kosubkei ak kibagengeit neborchinkei imandab kipkosobei nebo Kenya National Commission on Human Rights KNCHR nekaikoito report koityi President William Ruto eng State House Nairobi. Kikitaban serikali, kitaban eng arawetab ang'wan rabisiek silingisiek bilionisiek 2 chekiboisie kikerone biik chotok chekityi kaimutik eng kasarta nekibit chemarget eng emoni eng kasarta kokebata lewenisiet nebo 2017 ak 2022. Ole kosubkei ak nebo ng'echeret eng commission inotok Clarice Oganga kotakchingei kakeranata kowisis ng'wonindo nekibun familia nebo biik chekibet tilyanutikwak eng kasarata kibo chemarget eng emet.
This framework represents a major milestone in protecting the rights of those harmed during protests, advancing social reconciliation, providing redress for victims, and strengthening our democracy. As a demonstration of our commitment, we have already allocated Kenya shillings 2 billion towards compensation and reparation for those who have suffered verified harm arising from protests and unrest, including affected families, injured citizens, businesses lost, and law enforcement officers injured in the course of their duties. They are not the price of life, of pain, or of loss. No amount of money could ever be. The Kenya shillings 2 billion we have committed cannot replace a son or a daughter. It cannot restore years and lot of trauma. It cannot fully compensate a family, a trader, or a community for all that has been taken away from them. What it does represent is the state's acknowledgement that harm occurred, that victims matter, and that a nation heals by tending to its wounds rather than pretending they do not exist.
Today's event comes at a particularly important moment in our constitutional journey where we are actually implementing the rights that are guaranteed to our people. The Constitution that we are building and breathing life to today is a charter that was fought with the blood, that was fought with the demonstrations, and therefore today is a big celebration that our Constitution is truly transformative, and it is recognizing the rights of those who have given their lives to it.
A political leader of whatever stature, character, and opinion will organize what in their view is a legitimate demonstration, make sure that they control their supporters and hold both their supporters and the leaders hold each other accountable for the process, and then be assisted by the police to carry out the demonstrations and say what they don't like and go home in the evening. That is the dream of this country.
Tunataka tujue hii haki hii ambayo iko ndani ya katiba, Wakenya wataifurahia vipi? Na sheria hii si kubana kufurahia kwa haki hii kwa Wakenya, bali ni kuweka bayana ni vipi haki hii inaweza kufurahiwa na Wakenya.
This unprecedented national undertaking marks the first time in Kenya's history that the government has on its own initiative embarked on such a process, one that seeks to formally acknowledge that human rights violations occurred, and this landmark initiative signifies a clear commitment to move the nation from documenting to redressing, from acknowledgement to reform, and from recognition to accountability.
The Bible also tells us the magic word in human relations is the simple word sorry, that makes people appreciate that they have been wronged, and whoever wronged them acknowledges that wrong. We come here today guided by your patriotic feeling, guided by our collective duty that we must heal our country.
Let us expeditiously establish one so that we can have a law which guides demonstrations so that Kenyans can demonstrate peacefully without being disturbed and being protected by their own police, because they are the ones who pay the police. And if you see anybody carrying a knife or carrying a stone, you know that that is a goon. And those goons are not few. There are very many. Almost every politician is nowadays recruiting a goon. Huh?
Ketesetai ko eng kasarta netesetai konyoru chamet neo kabatisiet nebo kawek eng county nebo Nandi, ko kakecher kabatik koker kole kachut kibagengeisiek chebo cooperative societies asikobit konyorune kelunoik. Kama Dickson Tanui ne inendet ko consultant nebo cooperatives kole chang kelunoik chenyorune kabatik yekachut kibagengeisiek ole toreti ichek kobit konyorune kelchin kabatisienywa. Ole kinyoru sirindenyo Nelson Tarbei ak logoiwechuto eng koindo.
Kamwa Tanui kole nyalu eng kabatikab kaawek eng kaunti nebo Nandi koityi kamanutiet kurset nebo kochut ichek kibagengeisiek choto.
Achere missing kabatik chebo kaawek especially in county nebo Nandi kechut kibagengeisiek chebo cooperative societies amu the only way nekimuchi kenyoru the bargaining power ak kemuch kealde kaawek chok without being exploited by brokers ko keregistan cooperatives sikealde rurutik chok chebo kaawek through the cooperative amu this cooperative kora kemuchi kechop a centralized place ole kimuchi keyai ng'alekab pulping of our pulping stations amu ngoi chi agenge komuchi inyoru challenge missing ya kaibut kaawekuk imache ichore imache iyachi the other value chain processes but ngechutu cooperatives through our collective responsibility kimuchi kepas chepkondok chekimuchi keale akot mashinit nekimuchi keng'ae kaawek more than 1000 kilograms per day.
Nito kotoreti kabatik mbolea ak kerichek chekiribe kaawek eng oret ne nyumnyum.
Komuchi kesirte barwet direct to the National Cereals and Produce Board sikedeliverwech mbolea chechoket through the cooperative, through the store nebo cooperative instead nekatatekekwendi mkulima age tugul kwendi olimbo cereal koipchingei inputs chechiket. Number 2 komite agrochemical industries chekemuchi keyai partnership tugul kechop a very good and modern store nekimuch kestone those agrochemicals singomi mkulima nekanyor mogonjwet kaawekchik, komi mkulima nekanyor challenge kaawekchik nemache kosember, nemache kwa anything entaileni agricultural farm practices komuchi konyorchi a cooperative society nemite kayutok sikomuch konyor. So the only way lekimuchi kenyorchi kelchin naichu tugul ko kechut cooperative societies.
Kabit nito eng kasarta nekere ine kole kokotestai konyor toretet neo kabatikab kaawek kobun serikalitab kaunti nebo Nandi.
Amu kikere kora serikalit saisi kou county nebo Nandi through the Department of Agriculture and Cooperative ko koikere kakotoi county koropchi wakulima kaawek keswek, kakotoi koropchi pulping machines, kakotoi kokochi cooperative societies chepkondok chekimuchi kechobe stores anan chekimuchi ketorete kechobe offices chechwaket. Ko the only way lekimuchi kenyorunde chepkondochu kokimuchi kenyorunde support nebo serikali ko keng'en kibagengeisiek chebo cooperative societies.
Kou noto kocher ine kabatik kokol kaawek asobit konyor ichek kelchinoik cheterter.
This is the only value chain neimuchi determine its volumes irrespective of the size of the land you have. Imuch itinye kaawek 100 ichekei chebo 1 point lakini olekebaite oleketaunde practices chebo kebale keringet olekeselectende the seeds akoib keribe kot koekitu kot koyam kekes komuchi determine amu it's the only product neimuchi determine the number of kilograms cheimuchi inyoru per season per year yekemuch irib kaawat komie. Kikebe olimbo Meru, kikebe olimbo Ntimbiri cooperative societies eng olimbo Mukarimu farm eng olimbo Meru ak keker kele it is very possible kobit akot ketit agenge nekaproducen up to 100 kilograms per season. That means ngot itinye 100 kilograms you multiply by 100 you multiply by 130 shillings per kilo yakenyoru grades chekororonen ikere ile imuchi inyoru chepkondok chechang. Another thing, this is the only value chain nebo agriculture nengelipani chepkondok yakiyai direct exports komuchi kenyoru chepkondok chekilipani through the dollars. In fact, koa cooperative officer ko ya most of the time ya kiyero biik koyoto account keencourageni kelechin oyat a dollar account.
Kong'eteke kaunti nebo Nandi logoiwekab emet chebo Kass. Kainenyu ko Nelson Tarbei.
Itagat kogeny ak eng logoiwek chebo ureriosiek kotetat keyai eng weekend nenyone trials chebo Team Kenya chekileweni timitab Commonwealth Games ako iarorwech koindab logoiwechuto sirindenyo Martin Cheriot Chegunur.
Tetat kotet kibagengeit nebo Athletics Kenya kabelisiosek chebo Athletics Kenya National Championships en weekend nenyone kong'eten betutab ko4 kasi agoi betut nebo Jumamos en kiwanjet nebo Nyayo. Kabelisiosek choton keboisien kora koik trials chekilewenen timitab Kenya nebo labatosiek newendi kabelisiet nebo Commonwealth Games netun kiyoen emet nebo Scotland en arawet nebo 9 agoi arawet nebo 8. Kang'ong niton Paul Mutui, Vice President nebo kibagengeit nebo Athletics Kenya eng betutab raini.
Represent Kenya at the games in athletics. Following selection, Athletics Kenya will officially hand over the athletic team to the National Olympic Committee of Kenya, that is NOC, the body responsible for Kenya's participation in international competitions. Occasion or the championship will be made to select the team for the Commonwealth Games, which will take place in Glasgow, as I've said, from 23rd July to 2nd of August. How will the athletes be selected? Requirements. A. Athletes to be selected must have been accredited for the games by NOC.
Kaimuch kong'ongora Paul Mutui kriteria nekiboisien kelewenen rwoik chetetat kotokyigei trials choton ak kong'ong kole tetat koyokto kibagengeit nebo Athletics Kenya rwoik 49 koba Commonwealth Games kou yemokto kibagengeit nebo National Olympic Committee.
What does that mean? That means Athletics Kenya was requested by NOC to present the athletes' probables, and they were given about 400 athletes altogether. Then finally that number has been thinned to 150. The reason for this, like it may also be said thereafter, is for NOC to prepare these athletes for undergoing certain kind of requirements which an athlete has got to perform or to come through with before his or her name is selected.
Kaimut konyor toretet kibagengeit noton kobun benkit nebo KCB nebo milionishek 10.
Partnered with Athletics Kenya to support both the national athletics sponsorship. This investment played a key role in facilitating the successive staging of the events and providing a platform for athletes to compete at the highest level. We aim to further elevate this agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm proud to announce that KCB has once again committed Kenya shillings 10 million to the Commonwealth Games athletics trials that will be held at the Nyayo National Stadium next week. The sponsorship
Kabelisiosek choton kotetat kotach rwoik chebo lelesta anan elite athletes chebo emet nebo Kenya. Martin Cheriot Chegunur, Kass TV, ureriosiek.
Chitab Kalenjin ako yuto kokakituch kayumetab logoiwekab emet eng orititab tetutieng'ung nebo tililindo. Kainenyu ko Chesankaro Sirma, testai ikere Kass TV, kimnatet naet.
This June, step into a bigger entertainment experience with more to love on us. We're talking more drama, more action, more unforgettable stories, all waiting for you.
All hands on deck.
We're opening up our world of entertainment so you can view more.
Good job, partner.
This June, pay for your current DSTV subscription and we'll upgrade you at no extra cost.
Omite nano nene testai ngolomba nyumbani. Karibuni sana.
Okay, jitap kalenjin wuitugu lolimini go tetutietab leneme.
Leneme tobicha.
Gazeti shege today tugul kusoma gazeti ni Daily Nation, gazeti ni The Standard, gazeti ni The Star, ni bitu tabrani gaskele muhaine.
Boaz Kemboy Triza Cheroro
Yama jale Jehovah gongo mugaga ya jeme kichugier kuno ko kapga tu je mwe chito lu matyange ko umite serikali no hii.
The easiest thing ko kiatakan serikali and anybody in the serikali and anybody in the leadership, whether co-elected and not co-appointed. It is the easiest thing to do because you don't need to explain.
Kingo jo serikali ne ko target ne gure presidential working party on education reform. Kaya anyon analysis ngeme tukul gele yune ngalega elimu. Omo elimu connect ko the engine.
Siasa sinye kumagaria goingu. Siasa ko lazima itinye sabu kila. Yengete ngoi men garia biashara. Garia biashara na yae. Yani lazima ile kakial tagara nena stock na maji mutai. Next week much ko butche swaro, you know.
Boaz Kemboy Triza Cheroro
Isitai activate tetutietab leneme en Kass FM International. Kass FM International.
Kimitei agobo inye ago kimita siginetkei kibaibaitkei ak inoisechigei tuguk cheterter chetesetai eng emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo sang. Inyorwech eng DSTV channel 266, Zuku channel 19, Go TV channel 099, Star Times channel 164, Pang eng free to air, Bamba free to air, Azam channel 336 koboto online streaming eng www.kasstv.co.ke.
Kotitinye ng'oliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutik sirwe sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en number 5552 anan ko 30552 ak imwawech kit nechome ak nemechome.
Kass TV, kimnotet.
Kama invite yangu haikufika on time, but I'm glad to be here anyway. She was my rival, my competitor.
We need to shut this business down.
Hii biashara ndo kila kitu kwenye hii familia, nikufe ama nisikufe.
Kama mbaya. We ni mnoma sana.
One truth can break everything.
Sit tight.
Agatin chitab kalenjin eng tugul ole imitei itagat eng tetutiengung nebo tililindo. Kiboiboi eng betutab rani kimitei ak tonyo ak kebendi keng'olole agobo kikuyechigei agobo miondo noto nebo soromok. Kainenyu ko Chesankaro Sirma ako tonyo ne kakoit studio ko tonyo ne kingen noto ko nekonyitot Paris Simam ne noto ko wendi anan survivor inendet ne kikosobe anan takoteseta konyoiset notok nebo miondo nebo soromok. Ko itagat eng studio nenyo nebo Kass TV.
Kongoi missing Karo Chesang.
Itagat.
Abaibai missing ami studio rani.
Ko mheshimiwa kasame ikat bororietab Kalenjin asikobit ketestai imwawechgei ikat bororietab Kalenjin imwawechgei ketestai.
Akati bororietab Kalenjin eng tugul ole mitei angitale mi biik ola tugul ko meche kokas tetutiani. Kati icheket kora chemite bitonin che isubi tetutiani. Baibai missing akalen karibuni.
Itagat? Yes. Itagat missing. So ki eng kasarta ne kituitosi neletune mheshimiwa ko ki imite kebeberta noto nebo siasa kitinye kaina ne kinaat missing eng fans chechok choto ko Pepea.
Pepea na mama.
Pepea na mama.
Agoi sai ko that's the household name. Kuna Pepea na mama agoi sai.
Kongwe. Aya, so mheshimiwa kongwe amu keitenchi kursenyo kapititu studio nebo Kass TV asikobit kengalal ak bororietab Kalenjin kepchei ak ikuyewech missing akobo miondo notok nebo soromok asikobit ketoretake amu kole kou eng Kass TV kelen kimnatet naet. Kinyoru naet kobit kekimekitu akenai akot tuguk chekiyoe eng kirindaet anan tuguk chekikere sikobit kotoretech kobit eng banda notok nebo kikuyechigei akobo soromok. Ko kiwe kot koityin miondo notok nebo soromok. Ko ki kasarta ngoro ne kinai ile kainyoru shida nebo soromok?
Karo Chesang, yo ichamegei chito moroisi inai ile imuch inyoru kaimut neu nitoni. Ko kechamegei of course ngapi itinye issue kidogo metit anan ko ane ketinye diabetics for some time, especially kamang bunga mo kaimutik chekiabune. Lakini kitom konama pressure until recently kokakitar elections chebo 2022. Kingetar elections chebo 2022 anyoru political betrayal, and that is a time nikianyoru pressure, and the pressure kuaffectana now kuaffectan the kidneys. So kiachamege lakini pressure inoto by the way alini Mungu kiongoya mu mabara. Lakini I felt a lot of pain kinama kabisa pressure nikita affectana and had to seek medication. Ketebina kele kalia imene alichungwa bye. But kingi announce big che taken over executive enge county nebo Uasin Gishu ko between another governor koti moja, and that was the beginning of my problems. Yes.
So ki eng kaimutik chotok che kinyoru chotok chebo siasa kuye kaimwa ko koit kityo ikas ile oye ma ichamege.
Yes, I felt sick and now I was seeking medication. Konga kele okay kale metiti kale ne mugele itai ubimanu anga ko se metit throughout kama metit ne bakwanga. You know that's around February of 2023. Yes, kabek elections kityo 2022. So 2023 January or February kiananza ni executive in Uasin Gishu. I was following, being hopeful, having been promised I'll be the deputy governor or executive. But you see, when you're disappointed, we are human. It affects you. I couldn't pretend. Mungu isa pretend and only normal. I felt a lot of betrayal, and that was the beginning. So I started seeking medication. Kaga go my kidneys. So kinganyo nyale kidogo Kenya Angel, and then I was getting worse and worse. So I came to seek further treatment in Nairobi. Ko Nairobi uzuri kipimo ni many things in the body. Kimo iwageleja. Ango mi issue nebo kidney. I went into denial. Yani kwa mane. Kueleza wa daktari, pressure affects many things in the body. Kulicho you are even very lucky. Mainyoru in stroke. Yeah, because it could have affected strokes. It affects organs. Yes. Ki affecta nagunato karo chesa.
So kingicheng kanyaiset eng kebeberitak po Nairobi ko olitok po Nairobi nguna ole inyorune kanyaisanitok kongete kenyinotok po 2022?
Yes. 23.
Oh, 2023.
Yes. Magagitar elections in August. Atcha koma beat the leadership by the end of that. So that was Kagitogi former government was 2023. So I fell sick in February. Then I started seeking for medication. Nya seeking medication in Nairobi is when Keleja in Kakwafaktan, of course, the kidney. Amu kibimani. Yeah. Keleja okay. Imwitagesare. So I started taking medication. Ketagi gona medication chichang. Yeah, I was taking like 19 drugs. So as I litigate chesang, panegerije I would ask my doctor, kale gona gerje kangwan jeba pressure, ke gona maybe jeba sugars, ko gona lak jeba vitamins, bane. I was taking 19 drugs in the morning, 19 drugs in the evening. So that means 38 drugs per day. So I deteriorated. I went back to Eldoret, took the medication. I went down. I was just going down. Ginyo further diagnostic. Can you get in the strength of the kidney? Yeah, kingo tageta go sawa. Keleja it's being affected kidogo. Acha ku affected na missing is keleja no. It's getting worse. So I was on medication and I was very loyal. Yes. Inget kongi ka kunyo chito kogere kole ngui myani kotos kinyaya no. So you get to have so many people che surrounded nini akule no katakibendi yo. So when I came back to Nairobi, the doctor leji okay, so what is going to happen? Kuleja gere kogikamyan kapsa kimatangeta angot. Yeah, kafekta na ko pargelio kolya I couldn't have walked like the way I'm walking now. Ko affecta na gele por ko affecta no la tukul amu ko affecta na the kidney ko affecta ni porta chito yani amu circulating the poison in the body amu kidney ko uni karatik iuni the waste iuni tukuk chekatamanda ang borto ko retain so imyani minget nyikisitu borto iruwe yani malaria so nga nyone back to Nairobi nyoke ki admitted na kuta nyoke nyas Kenya ikona gerche juta ko I took the medication alichige ngumagere kongete nini so finally I was in dialysis konginyage I was dialysis I was in denial alichi Mungu kaliasa at this stage it really affected my mental, my everything. So, but I thank God that people surrounding me, my family, my children, my husband, my family, immediate family, the Imam's family, where I was born, I had my brothers and sisters, the church. Those are the strength in this journey. So, my doctor, nephrologist, in transplant in Nairobi. Either I choose Kenyatta or wherever. So Komaleja ke prepare na my way like magat nangne. So we started preparing for that journey of transplant. Yes. I prepared for that. So my son was very close in terms of kimachani your blood. So my son, firstborn son, ko kisawa. So we started preparing. Then I have a friend called Margaret Kibogi. She was then CEO Dairy Board. She's very close to me in church. Second opinion. Yeah, that is when now she introduced me to India. That was now second opinion. And then I talked the same year. Okay. Yeah, you were dialysis in September the same year. Amuga went down by September, got affected. So after preparation by India, the following year from January, yes, after preparations. So by by September. Kuganyor logistics, financial support from friends, even His Excellency the President, leaders. Sudi, by the Honorable Sudi, took it up with Director Paul Kiprop, who is in my church, AIC Milemani. Kiprop is in AIC Milemani. So he took a later, no, we have to see what to do to assist you. To organize a fundraiser, Sudi has networks, co-organize and equity president, Kigona financial support, Kigona got the family, both families were married and where I came from. Kigona financial support, my village mates very much. Everybody who knew Pepe amu ane kwa public figure can you support ako ko siwa like even right now maybe ke watching back this program wherever I'm going to meet people are watching from all over what I'm talking about. So I know the financial strength. I went to India.
Ko kingi tanyon India right India ko inyoru toretet ne mi barak ne sire ne kapa Kenya.
Exactly.
Yes.
Kinga India, the first thing ko lejini in the doctor ne gebi neuronephrologist kaiwe banda ne kararane ko receive nene. So the following day magai tinye in hospital. The first thing in neuronephrologist ko magoy ay anything agoy ay korogin tests. One thing about India, kuwa keni doctors pamoja. Mao Kenya, nemi doctor yage referral, komi yage St. Luke's, komi yage no. But in that place, kuwa keni as a team. They work from one hospital. So in your all the doctors, like now, there are 5 doctors in your down, and all komeje ko quite specific investigation. Yes, what caused this? But one thing, kogika ipkerije chuga hatni chuba 14 chuga chagwame. Kupo with dust pit. Koleja no, this was wrong medication. Abakishanga na my family now wrong medication, and I've been taking for like almost 1 year. Yeah, koleja this is what killed your kidney. Wrong medication. Kokamisha mwale nyalil dose speak amu wrong medication. Nyalil dose speak. I'll talk about maybe challenges badai. So okay, with agariche ko kuleja okay from today ma yamegariche ko na only 2 tablets. One for pressure, one for sugars. Amu kimi barak pressure. Those are only 2 tablets. In Kenya, I need 19 drugs. Chigyo in fact even gitar tamungu amu ki affect the kidneys and also nya ashanyor ganya say. Yes, many people ingin kauline konya lildosamu manyoro the right medication. Korok ngot sugoi hospital ko taw. Korok sugoi ngot konyora doctor ne nephrologist ko ui. So ile pendi through quacks. No jongot ko indi just a clinic ne mite kityo kesesyo ne mi my neighborhood ko ne mite ngot yen gele tulwet dispensary. You see amu mengen chito ko ngerifan kwa referral ko ui kora kanyaiset. Yeah, kamecha amwa kabisa le ui kanyaisetab soromo ne meche the right medication and the right food. I will also talk about food badai.
Unata meche takemeche karoret ng panda sike ke mwanyon ole ke manager ndoito ko ka keyaun test sanyun chutugul ko ta keyaun transplant kaita ka
ma ke go transplant. Kikimeche keyaiwan Kenya. Lakini kingip kya investigations ko me of course a nephrologist, committee, a surgeon, even a nutritionist. Me all these doctors work together. Yes. So konget kya investigation kuleja the doctor niki taken like 1 month investigation. Kisam investigation go taken because you undergo sophisticated investigation like ki CT scan che advanced angote mijigele pet che advanced yani ulin ko advanced the equipments. Yes, angot ngai dialysis ngolinda ko advanced. International standard nebo chita ne misoromo ko wanenguna. Suppose you dialysis 3 times. That is a week. You have to do 3 sessions. Awinga India guy. Yes, 3 sessions. Why? is because every time what you take, the food you take, ko poisonous chechang, or sometimes ko ebek chito kumeche kecher bechoto, because dialysis is about cleaning the blood, removal of water. Yes. Amu maipasani water like any other like urine anyway. Yes. Like for me, I pass very little. Yes. Yeah. So when that process stops, where does the waste go? Into the blood.
Circulating.
Yes, it stays in the blood. So that has to be removed. Amu urea je building porta. Yes. So international standard was supposed to 3 dialysis per in. So when I came back home in Kenya, I 2 dialysis sessions. And I want to thank the president. Amu gigogone SHA. What SHA does, kulibani 2 sessions, which means every person who access on dialysis in Kenya, kulibanjin SHA 2 sessions. Kongotindo chita cover. I used to have a cover, but it became very expensive. I can't afford. It's so expensive, these private covers, especially guys age of 55. Your liability anane. So nyalil do speak. But you see, international standard ko suppose ko 3. So go una karati. But now amugi unyaeng. Ngileni what a third one ko expensive. You spend like 10,000 per session. Sasa chita korok nikangete keses ko endi referral. Kakoboisie transport. Chichoto kora ko kumbikelechen alkerichek. Nyorchin ano chebo extra 10,000. I have a lot of pain. Agere ale piku biik chetindo this soromok, and that is what made me come to break the silence. Nyale kabisa nganyo nyangalal amu maraisi kocheruge biik nyoko ngalal about their health. But kelichige God will charge me. Nganyo nyangalalchi biik sikoelewan biik soromok kune koelewan kot ke akivas chemiche sangalale ngot nyuto yeke kitestai. Yes.
Kongoi missing. Ko ara kingiwege ko nyitestai ak somokanan aeng nguno ko ole wis eng Kenya. Ngot ko magatin kebendi.
Yes, yes. Ngap ko ina amu ngotane aku ni mogo afforden somok. Amu somok means 10,000 time in a month ko one let's around 40,000. 40,000 aku every month lazima ye kidney test. Lazima ye test chebo kidney. Hospitals alak eng Eldoret amu chama yundau ko charge 1,500. Nairobi ngoli ko charge 5,000 to 10,000. So nyorchin ano chito chepkondochu. Amu suppose ke uni korotik yae dialysis suppose yae tests. Amu iwendi through machine ke uni korotik. Yeah, mi challenges chekoromen. So koni ko appeal ni ale to our excellency the president, kimwae kongoi amu ikochini biikab chebune kaimutik kwane konyoru kanyoiset biik. Komite kora ngalek che suppose kora ko provide hospitalishek. Kiri nguni mi challenges ngoba patients referral. Magi dialysis for everybody. Kuko changa biik, affectani lagok, affectani biik cheechen, affectani biik cheosen. Nobody is safe. Affectani kandoik wane, affectani ngo daktarishek. Like even you are a dialysis in Nairobi, kimi angot ak governors. Chinyone chito kobun county nenyinet akinyo kwa in dialysis. So kamecha amwal dialysis koma death sentence. As much as karo tos arangigero kuya abune man
ni wa imyani mi chamege
ami achamege amu God is great. God is gracious. Jehovah neribech. Number 2, kebune kaimutik cheechen nea. Kamecha amwachi biik tugul cheimege anget so many people chetindo soromok, problem chebo soromok, tom konyor donors. Alichini mamagi usup medication chekakikono. Number 2, ameche kochengwok family daktari nekure nephrologist. Motobe kityo physician. Amu nephrologist kobo kidney. Yes, ako mi referral. Like inga Chesangaro, I've been in Eldoret. Kwa mi yasinye in Eldoret. When I decided to go and stay with the family, ko me 3 months in Eldoret. So I just came the other day to Nairobi. Ko chama dialysis hospital nikile Oak Tree. And then this time I changed. Amugi ko establishing Lele, Dr. Lele, never. St. Luke's, and I want to say thank you, Dr. Lele. Amu facility ne me St. Luke's go very good, very clean, and of the right machines, and the nurses are on standby. Mojogir nasa kwa sanyo na me nurses kapsa. I want to say thank you to Dr. Lele. Amu committed for 3 months facility and manual infection, but other places kunyoru big infection. You know, Karoche sang. You know, we are using artificial kidney. Inget still artificial is your blood is removed. Piped, goes gets the machine. It gets back through your veins back. So mostly in your patients infection.
Kongoi missing mheshimiwa ko ngenyoru logoyo kitigine asikobit keweke ketestai.
Kongoi.
Kama invite yangu haikufika on time, but I'm glad to be here anyway.
She was my rival, my competitor.
We need to shut this business down.
Hii biashara ndo kila kitu kwenye hii familia, nikufe ama nisikufe. Kama mbaya.
We ni mnoma sana.
One truth can break everything.
Sit.
Numerous cases of people falling asleep have been reported across the African continent. No one can explain this phenomenon.
With 24/7 FIFA World Cup coverage, sleep can wait. Everything can wait.
Reconnect GoTV yako for only 999 shillings today, only on GoTV.
Itagat kokeny chitab Kalenjin kimi ketesetai ak tetutiet nebo tililindo kimite ak tonyo nekonyitot Peres Simam ne inendet ko survivor noton nebo miondo nebo soromok ko kayarorwech mheshimiwa akobo banda netaketesetai kekose kaiwe akoi India ne kaiweke so kale kangitokchinigei India ko kakimeche ibiwal kewalun soromnyet anan aeng anan
tindo chito aeng lakini kiwal agenge
imeche kewal soromnyani ko kangiit yun anyun ko amu kakengalal ine biweke kobate ko kit ne makikuye komie ko kasikait yun ko simatestai kewal soromnyet ko kibit ne
kongoi mising Karoche sang kalechin daktarishek chebo India komarashani in decision making amu machito agenge. Kyoger in Kenya nephrologist nikiotinye is the same person. Kakoyaiwa investigation atukolecho okay kaker kakoyakitu kidneys ameche icheng donor kechop ngalekab transplant. Ko kingait India kotere India kwa investigations so ko kike investigations kilicho makyaun transplant. 1 nginyoru right medication. Number 2 ko atinye blood infection. So when you have blood infection ko low an immunity konyo ngony. Kolecha ngot kaiwa in transplant ak ingetile iboishe kerichek cheluani immunity siko accommodate the body the new kidney amu manengunget. So kolecha suppression and chances of losing you is very high. Kolecha 50-50. College now we have decided. Kagur my spouse, of course my spouse, again my son. Amo the three of us go give me India. Yeah. So go which I get a caregiver. So go lot of India. When they are taking a patient through investigation, every stage can involve in your family. Maoli even the nyege bi agityo tonga lalak daktari ki involve your family in every stage ke mwagelo ke ka genyorone so kingeleche ya gone rube gone so kingeleche my transplant ki wamugulilda nyongo ni bokongu tamugane kameche ki kuna another kidney kagoyan my son yes so kongalalwech they cancel lazima ko cancel en kapsa kuleje ni million kakieshek yaun transplant. But the blood condition, the infection in the blood, magoi sustain in the kidney. You will even go for 5 years and it collapses. So to me, 5 years, then why can't I have kalia magona this process? But with dialysis, the right medication, the right positive vibe, you go happy. Is medicinal. Kulicho, kikonin kerichek. We buy kerichechu, and then we'll do a review like after 6 months. So kingewa keibu kerichek abindio go very affordable. Yes, very affordable. And kukonin strength chemingo like I'm taking a tablet negure kingo togot nye pressure magomi pressure. Ki pressure nguni gagi ngalega politics. But when I settle down, kitu knowledge gay awane ngaleje pressure. Kibuno no this pressure. Then I remembered kikosa ni jalilim alichi jova. Ameje iwek ta kabisa kwa uli kibuno kabisa. Ndaga sebeshu kaglega kwa puting pulpit. Alichi look at them. You know good. God is a God who revenges. Maacheget kametochi Mungu. So, kubek pressure. Up to now I'm okay. Matinye pressure. Yes. The beauty about life. Yani inyo
kukuna kuna takisa pakota.
In fact, yeah.
Kagitis
yeah, it's only unfortunate that I already had gotten my kagoyagi to my soromok. Yeah, so can we get back to Kenya? Kehibu medication for 6 months. Amugi get review after 6 months. So nyagito
review ngano kiweka India na
I still talk to my doctors. Yes. But atininguni nephrologist in Kenya I'm still undergoing dialysis. So what they did in India investigations atenyo manager and so my nephrologist kegure Dr. Sawyer. Yeah. Komi Nairobi Hospital, ako mi another nemite Kenyatta. Yes. Also, kinye daktari shegingin government hospitals who are very good. Dr. Maritim, nugo gerangel dorete, kwa ekine referral kora, authority patients in other hospitals. So we have very good doctors. And I was happy, Maritim understands what patients go through. So that's why we didn't get any problem. Do this, continue with these drugs. So I'm one of the check to India. I'm a child of India. I go going the right medication. I will later above this medication, God heals. I'm going to get a gurusai in Tuga, ingen Mungu. Kimwa wakitukuleja God heals. Agetinye korache Christians ngolata. Yeah. So they keep encouraging you. Yeah. So after 6 months I did a review. Kutebe na guliune agajini ulu. I test every month. So igajini the reports. College fine, good. Go get a pressure, go normal, go bye, get regulated. So it is manageable, continue with the medication. You go on.
Don't go missing. Oh, ara nyon yaka nguna ko kage to po dialysis so kagien medication nguna go every month ko kaiwe 3 and then every week ko kaiwe two times at least 2 times.
Yes, every week. Every week you go 2 times. I'm going the third one more for even me. I go for 2 times. Not unless go very necessary amu me the gora to kige men gai kidney test kige reportation urea importa. Getting go toxic porta go urea. Amu kata passa ni through urine so you retain so the urea gets to the bloodstream. So go tebing porta iger sana kamecha mwache caregivers pick che toreti patients che wanende tamu got my family ogi kwa elewana yemi urea baraga before you dialyze it ko emotions kami bara moji nere kapsa. But you see, I'm settled here.
Yes.
I'll be doing dialysis, which means control my urea. I would have even not done this. So my emotions, paragenereje chita, imi chita, tuguning maisha, wamisha lechi caregiver, speech authority, agalina gongo missing picture authority, patients chewane. I always thank my family, my children. Aglagoga big cheba family, ngolinya, it's awesome. The support I'm getting from the Semams, the Briganes is awesome. Kamirmet, my family, larger family, Kapkajur, larger family from Semam, they visit. Yeah, caregivers play a very big role. Yeah.
So, big nguna, caregivers, big chatak chiribe, big cheujuta, ko tindakai mutene unita, ko ngap ko ngito sakiche ko lion ko kelejini ne families so kobit keriba kiche caregivers chuta
kamecha mwachi families alejini caregivers ko ngito siman amu especially ngo ka koyet chito komeche kerib kamecha kora mwachi daktarishek amu igere ko in India kiallow your family yoe dialysis omite komi yuto amu ingen the doctors kole isabe kora igeri your family members you get a lot of encouragement they are talking to you even nothing talking about life about what yani jimangot komi igera ngot ile mi machine yeah Nairobi hospital
igera machine tagi konamin gerer metie
so Nairobi hospital does the same but other hospitals have been I was talking to the nurse in charge, I thought I was going to be longer. So, Alechi in St. Luke's, Mejigala, and caregiver, even for 3 minutes, Ikochi and the patient. A mummy barak hygiene in St. Luke's. Oak Tree, I dialyzed there, congested. So many patients are there. Like in a day, they do so many dialysis. Well, then we are here. I don't know for what reason, but I'm sure go to go away. Go patients. When referral, referral ka congested, college big change or change elsewhere about elsewhere, and a lot of pain as a leader. Get in your nechitas and look, you get a lega got a lot of urea memu jangot kwa killage and chang ole because ko changla go choko affected this problem. So changla chemi referral che dialysis at the moment. Kugameja mwajane governmentally, especially to His Excellency the President and to the governors. Authority speak che pune this problem. Amu gumagi dialysis and chita twice a week ko poisonous and the rest only chang big che lose in life. Amu go changa potassium in the body ko heart attack. It's any time the patient even can get heart attack, can die. Lakini ge relieve this patient ge aje dialysis konyoru because it's a journey and this is a chronic disease. Meche go elewan big. Meche go elewan caregivers call it chronic. Yeah, chronic disease cause something in a lifetime. Not unless something change in your body. But here there's a lot of encouragement. Meche allergy big. This is my 3rd year. It's possible ngoke kachige matumaini. Kame chalicho chi Christians amuanga to langalal chini bik che kasenga olin awatin chebo kutit as alini clergy bik chebo kanisa reverends ngot chebo Catholic komite badri SDA komi pastors every church ne wendi chito na affected urutochini akusoje. Don't leave that person alone. name chito stress ako it can be fatal. Or encouraging apart from the caregivers. Caregivers, God will bless you so much. Especially when you are beside your mother, you are beside, like my son every time is beside me, my daughter. I have also another son in US. You know, they encourage me. I also have sons, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law. They are all over embracing me with love. So those are my caregivers.
Yes.
My spouse. It took him a lot of time to understand it, but now he has understood what I'm going through. Kigere ko ta normal to ga pepe na mama. Normal sinye gora. Lakini isingit mo ile wanifika lage what the process ne ibune. Kame challenge men. Ngonge hospitali go a lady, a woman like me, mommy the spouse most of the time beside. But go a man me say from morning to evening. So surely they should change. Me, I'm talking on behalf of so many women and so many ladies who are undergoing this. We also need support from the spouses. Once in a while, just understand. Like my spouse in India, I was always happy but maybe a mungu ni mitel dore at
least chang big.
So you see, Jessa. So caregivers, you do a very big role. God will bless you.
Kongoi missing ko ketesetai ko mitei amitwogik chekelechinin meamchu ako amchu une ngalekab amitwogik eng banda nitok nebo kerib soromok.
Kongoi missing Carol Chesangi ngokainyoru patient inyoru daktari nelechin matayamni. Biik chekimi kaa chekimite villages konguni kelechin matayam carrot amu tindoi potassium. Ene root crop, matayam cassava, matayam yams, matayam duma, yes, again ngwashe, robwonik. And those are the things chetindoi chito ngimbar. But kokainyoru this issue, mayame those things. Mayame amu tindoi potassium. Maybe I'm growing in the soil like root. You know, those are roots.
Potassium.
Gule potassium. So, ngiame, kofeto langot fiasik. Meji ko jepsa mekemeta fiasik. And those are the things janga tale me those gardens you watch. So, even my own garden go meet this most of this stuff. So, ga me jale meet ko chema ma anche magoya. Awa me jale chok tibuso kanang go ba ishek choga sa nang go lago onge soup. Ungemete as much as possible. Chamkile nezana imuji deviate kidogo. Kongi deviate ne kolase may deviate in the last day. Ingele mota you endi dialysis or that morning amu poisonous in the body. Potassium cause a lot of problems. Yeah. So kilechini mete sojot me chamune sojot ni.
Mete sojot?
Yes, magoyam sojot, magoyam anything green. So, kilejinin gitam cabbage, ananiam cauliflower, ananiam broccoli. Going get it, Magoya for Dennis, Mammy and Gotin, Mammy Gapungunya, broccoli, Mammy, not unless Goga Ebu Muja and Gates Pamaka. Kalin never come out, I go now, vegetable not, I'm now watching a big Checosasai, vegetables, Jemechegam, cook cabbage. I made a picture affected kegel cabbages in the garden. However, you say cabbage kuya mani anyi ndeba kwa ngote sang because ngiam soja ku fetal. But miawe nege mwangele lichen yani ngoti mechi yam soja kabisa. Ngoga ko majkuti soja overnight. Agi squeeze and bake kapsa ang matay yora agi squeeze na girinse ni yani ikoistage kapsa lata
kuma ko chamu ko
lakini yame gityo ko kain. So yeah, koga get lagine. Ameche go subik right food. Omete fiazi, omete carrots, omete root crops, omete ngwashe. Mete kapsa. Amut fetal. Ngisub kapsa igere ile isabe. Yeah. So omete tuko kiageta na gunyanye. It's fetal. Anything yellowish, tuko kyo oranges. You don't have to take oranges. So, mi fruits is supposed Suppose you have a fruit like apple, it's very expensive. Grapes, very expensive. Fruit nagere alaka ko guavas. Mabere. Better na mutos kinyoru in the locality. Kimetoi fruits chechang. So much ya watermelon lakini kidogo amugere chang big but okay. Ak pineapple ko okay. Kasame biik cho negite biik che tindo kaimutik chu ngomatindo chito uwezo utoret kabisa. Yatun ndimo komi chito ipchi a flower anan ipchi ishugul kanji ako sai nidenin chichoto ipchi the right food. O mete ngalek che kiba ngo sukaro ko ipchi ngo tuguk atuk alak che magatin kwam chito ko mayai, chicken ak fish. Arai angot iya foidenda iya imukto yano yal fish nyeban. Angot kabisa. So
ako kali
nebo kwangut. Kusa mungkit nyengo kaiki amiche pinguni onde ngo kaiki kabisa. Ako no sorry o rib ngo kaiki. Angonda somok ko ingetile ngot ko tegane mayat imagat ya mayanda nada. Kokoni source of protein. Yes. Amu ak goat meat lakini mamisen igere ngalekab meat kotepcheng borto for a long time ama kinga yenge magunoto so ko poison. Yes, lakini ngi amin chicken, amin fish, ko very okay, very okay. Kwa mu uina eng chita nebune ni konyor most of these things on yalejini biik oye onge kerkele akitoret kei kabisa. Gingen miten gotan lady nanget kabeto akaine ni office ni mi yaba cases kabli na leji kongoi boyani kabisa ngit ko tareti the spouse, a young lady. Yeah, and I think she's now on her 7th year of dialysis. Yes, it's possible. So kami chale be possible ke live even in this condition kingami India agere boyshek chemi 70s. And they are doing dialysis for the last 30 years. Yes, as long as the machines are okay. Kameja mogorale machines ba India go well yani kararanen machine shake ma break ni so lakini most of the challenges ko matindo in kiwe ku referral ko machines ko ngeringene sarege big so we see that's another issue. Yeah. So no, you don't feel much, but ngo ya machine it koma iwe amu 24 hours koma go iwe itarte 4 hours amu ngoma machine it ko well service. You know, these are mechanical thing. Yeah. Mu jangot kajnge chito kityo ko choka dialysis unit. What people are going through, meche government intervention. Meche koro chito ne establish a unit ne ay dialysis. Ko meche chito ne mi hospitali. In kabwatutik chuk, taiga hospital set up. Amu mi emergencies. So ngot ko roomit kityo ne gae in this dialysis kaya no emergencies. Ititano chichota ko mi third floor that building. Ititano hospitali for emergencies. I've seen patients die. Amu mi emergencies. So patients die. Patients just die on the beds for dialysis. Yeah, especially in very local or only quacks. I believe those are quacks. Those are not people who are serious. They are playing with people's lives.
Yes. You say
emergency. Look at komi barak potassium. Ngot komi chito koma. I turn in somebody in Matinda go train nurses. Kagimut kityo chemi loka mangot. Chima boyote agamu kagimeche kityo ko facilitate that process. Konyone chito ko lokame ko matindo sangot in makisiris chichi yuto mainget history nebo this patient. Kagile kityo nyo amu mi kasit. So kyakase kabisa le takiker sipitalishek cheu choto kabisa but ngenyoru kabisa ku referral kotoreti the president angot governors. I wonder what my governor is doing in Uasin Gishu. Dami a dialysis ban forest tamami Nairobi Sankaro. I would just go there, dialyze, go to cases, dialyze. I want to thank Senator Mandago. Kita hospitalishek in every sub-county. He had a vision. Because people are suffering. Now that I'm in this condition, Mandago had very good plans. So suppose kitinyo koteseta the other governor, yiganyo. But what happens in Uasin Gishu now? Like, Mandago did what? Mandago did what? We don't want stories. We want a hospital, having equipment, our hospital, nenyorubi medication. I get tired gel mamiengo ekeriche Uasin Gishu. That is the home of the president. Real big letdown.
Unata. Kinyoru gora break asokobit keweke ketestai.
Kama invite yangu haikufika on time, but I'm glad to be here anyway.
She was my rival, my competitor. We need to shut this business down.
Hii biashara ndo kila kitu kwenye hii familia. Nikufe ama nisikufe. Kama mbaya, mbaya.
Wewe ni mnoma sana.
One truth can break everything.
Sit tight.
Kimitei akobo inye ako kimita sikinetkei kibaibaitgei ak kinoisechigei tuguk cheterter chetesetai eng emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo sang. Inyorwech eng DSTV channel 266, Zuku channel 19, Go TV channel 099, Star Times channel 164, Pang eng free to air, Bamba free to air, Azam channel 336 koboto online streaming eng www.kasstv.co.ke.
Kotitinye ng'oliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutik chok, sirwech sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en namba 5552 anan ko 30552 ak imwawech kit neichome ak nemechome.
Kass TV, kimnotet.
This June, step into a bigger entertainment experience with more to love on us. We're talking more drama, more action, more unforgettable stories, all waiting for you.
All hands on deck.
We're opening up our world of entertainment so you can view more.
Good job, partner.
This June, pay for your current DSTV subscription and we'll upgrade you at no extra cost.
As the sun rises, so do we, as we trust it to rise and set without any worries interrupting your day. Star Times Home Solar Solution with solar panels, hybrid inverter, and lithium battery. Powering your prosperity and happier life. Empowering you to do the things that really matter. A complete and reliable home solar solution. Call us today. Star Time Solar. Power your life.
Itakat kokeny chitab Kalenjin kimi ketesetai eng tetutiet nebo tililindo. Kimite ak Tonyo nekonyitot Paris Simam neking'olole akobo kaimutik chotok chebo soromok. Ko mheshimiwa ka ngotomo kebe komung'et ko kearorwech akobo kamanutiet nebo sipitalishek chekiune korotik eng counties chechoket. Kaitiny akobo county nebo Uasin Gishu. Tos ko inye nguno ko angen ale kiweny mising akobo sipitalishek chekororon kou ye kaiarorwech ile kararan yu. Mitei counties che chobotin nekai chengiker meting'ung ibwat ile oye takisup kabarunet nebo county ni.
Kongoi mising Karo Chesang amu kiakas akine counties alak che setani funds for chronic diseases. Amu mi biik society. Like Kenya, by the way, 7,000 of us does dialysis. You can imagine the numbers, and that's an approximation. Yes, it's getting huge. People are being affected. So maybe we need to have data getting to the Ministry of Health, because people are dialyzing in various hospitals. So mangen, but Murang'a County. I want to thank Governor nebo Irungu Kangata. He has established a mobile dialysis center. Mobile, a bus, nigiginde the equipment. I go moving from ward to ward. I salute him. Amun dagit nyang Nandi County, dagit nyang Elgeyo County, dagit nyang Kericho, ule kasi na pika pororiet sai, kole ma ameche kapsale, meche kewal kabwatutik chak. Chronic diseases ko jeu cancer, jeu nini, and the people are getting affected day in, day out. So kamechane, kikochi pongezi governor nebo Murang'a amu nguni ngot komi chito wardit fulani tanguni ndo kami Uasin Gishu akatami my ward kekure Tulwet Chuyat tangonyo you get to the bus dialyze in a motorbike chito and in a whatever means you can even walk. I can even walk. Yes. So that better. But the priorities the governors got there like I am tired even listening to my own county. Kilenge ki elephant projects kura I4 na kilene yani tukun chigimo go achievable. But I think it's not about the building. It's about service. Kimecha establishing this unit. I'm going to give them one room in Ban Forest. Just one room. Age if right treatment. They get treated in Begora. Amula sema ko ungaratik well treated water. Yes. It's possible. Age 2 machines. It's possible to save people because it gave a referral right now. It is congested. Amo referral serves wider region, western, even outside the country, referrals. So you see, it's and the CEOs want to try to do it. Kere nguni ngebangon medication komi Kenyatta age MTRH. But if this medication can be availed in sub-county or even health centers, go in digital if could medication. You know it's so expensive. Kele digital medication, kele digital we will EPP manango X-ray never chest sometimes affect on the lungs nini. It's very hard life. Yes. So ngalachine ne governors ale okasarani nko kutinya oktamir mirete ochengwech where we'll dialyze and we'll just be happy.
Ko kutaimite nito ko challenges chekibune kasarta nito po lechenge kanyaiset kaimutik chekibune ko chebune kaimutik before anan ko itesetai komi kaimutik amwa akobo potassium, that is food. Medication is expensive. Dialysis you cannot afford. Mahui afford and 3 times. Alangu media support the family. You can imagine. I can imagine. Kaki kawachito gityo dialysis ni marangot maamki marangot matar dialysis because of mamitengot bed marangot kalengwa gityo ngele for referral ipko biman X-ray kelechi mangu after even 2 weeks and this person ko need any kapsa attention amu meche kenai kele ne ka kameche kora mwale ngochanga biik borto it becomes fatal imuche kongia lungs angetile sana kamwa ine inget boisiek saa zingine ingo affected ko bendi social places ola ko inget socialize ani ko biik chonget ola affected this person mato kan ko indulge in other things ko utie kole myani ngotache nguni chang tumwek chemi sai olimba ka oli chepyosok chuane mato yate chai kana no moe beek moe chai don't put a lot of fluids more the fluids portangwa amu mamandai porta ko wole maga
so ngisup kapsa ko maya challenges alak it affects the bones you weak it affects the bones amu manyoru nutrients tugul affecting the bones this problem so you have weakening of the bones, you can't run the way you used to run, but it's not a death sentence. Iya boisie ngora. Kimi ngot ke dialysis ya governors chemite constituency county agawe. Anega mechale during kongingo deputy the president then ago who was the president kogi appointed in one of the boards again Moibe technical. kokameche amwa ale I've been serving this my kikirenewal the first 3 years akirenewal so I'll be done by next year serving 6 years.
So imi office kora
ami office kora kai kityo mokora nikingel Eldoret ichu ko governor gesha kokona boisiet konget kora ke blockena ngot kimi besho nikake appointed na chairman nebo MTRH kale ngoro nekip ko kikosuba biik che and I know maite wi kakile ngibale keringet imuchini kasinye nguni len panishan simami ane kabisa kochome ngot biik buch so kameche amwana ale kinge compile listit ab biik chemeche kekochi appointment koisto koti moja ngoifoli nye jiji kabisa to me I think koisto amu kakoisto county kemeche kora kepanisha nangin national but thank God kikakekona appointment and I'm serving diligently alejini my chair nibo board kongo amu ki understand that the chairman of the board in Moibet they are the first chair now I have the second chair Dr. Jesire so he understands me so I online ane amu aya ngotami dialysis yes kukameche alechi biki matoker pepe na mama kuyo kikoit mwisho acha I'm so full of energy now ako ngotangoi biik ngale nongeta kituitosi 27
Nilata mheshimiwa. Aya gemiten nota ko inye nguna ko ki boishe en National Assembly or County Assembly? National Assembly. Ko ki boishe en kebeberta noto nebo bunge. Arai kutin konamgei ak kanyaisoni bo nito nebo dialysis anan kanyaiset nebo soromok ko tos mitei ngatutik che igere ile takisirto andan ndakindoi ngatutik kole serikali kokoitu koistoen milet biik chotok chebune kaimutik chebo soromok.
Yes, kikesirto 3 acts in parliament. Mi Chief Act, miten nebo diagnostic ako mi nebo equipment. But challenges chemite ko this fund ko suppose ko trickle down back ngele ngune kaba dialysis ko suppose ke back that money from SHA to the facility. Sometimes go overstretch the facilities. Imuchi ko taken long the process amanyorin remittance. So, Congo taken long, could discourage some of these service providers, the facilities in hospital, some even close. They can even close that dialysis unit. Amu kere offer service, lagini tomo konyor remittance. So that's a challenge. About equipment, ko kamwale ndanyoru facilities, the right machines as in chebo dialysis, it can even cost 5 to 10 million, good ones. Agera ne kabisa mite in MPs chemeche kotoret biik lakini tom koityi kameche asoma MPs chotinye uwezo. I'll even one machine agi donated. One machine, you are going to save lives. Machine agi we donated in referral. Machine agi biabatenwek. Wherever there is a hospital that is serving people. I also want to appeal even to the president. I know tinda a lot of work. I've said kokotaretech ngalekab SHA. Kotaretech kora enge ngalekab equipment. Amu ngot ko referral ko tinda like even 10 machines. Ako biik che kimeche diagnose and chikiachi dialysis ko 50 per day. Surely overstretched. Yeah, ndatindo in nini uwezo tatangetin daki equipment. Kamecha na appealing to the governors. Kuyaki kwai kangata governor nebo in Muranga. Kakilike benchmarking. Kamecha ne kwai benchmarking instead of wasting resources, muchang resources chike wasting in county. Go establish even one in the county extra. Kenda sub county ngoto ginda Moiben anagenda inap ko akoi ko babik Moiben doesn't cost much chenge to transport ito kwa amu got congested referral komeche bik another alternative. Yes.
Ngata. Kongoi mising ko ya kibendi sikitugate ko ngaliot noton ne imeche kobwatat chi age tugul ne bune kaimutiet nitok bo soromok ko mwachini ne.
Kameche amwoiwo biik chebune kaimutik kwane ongekilgei cham Jehova akichamgei ikochigei chirset. Ameche alecho kiwa Kristo angot anda Muislamu komi isoi chito Jehova neng'ung ama alang biik che Waislam. That faith kotorete nebo kwang'u like ane nguni ngong'ete in the morning atyeni kityo lelache riroroshekab Jehova because new are the mercies of God. Kakonin Jehova iwe through a night you thank God. That is the parting. Ameche onam Biblia osoman Psalms 23 ak Psalms 121 kono chersen mising. Ameche biikab kanisa momete biik chutachu bune kaimutik kwane alechini kongoi ane biikab kanisa chekikostanden with me, alechini biik chekitoreton kot eng fundraising, alechini kongoi ongetoret biik kunotok starting from His Excellency the President, Honorable Oscar, Honorable Ruta, Honorable Mandago, PS Bitok, angot PS Belia, many others. Ak biikab Nandi chekibwa kotoreto elova kenyoru support kongete biik chechang nebo kwangut. I can't name all the people who have supported me. What am I saying? We need support from friends, kimeche support from choronok, friends from family, friends from everybody. Amu we are in this. We cannot run. Makoi kimwei. Kimi yuto akemeche ketestai. So kameche amwochi biik chebune kaimutik kou anendet okochigei matumaini mi Jehova ne kerech achek tugul akwaiwei nemie. Mi His Excellency the President nekikonesha. Angot kamwaun biik chekimi tugul dialysis ko biik chechang chebune ngot in olimbo tulwet oli. Ko ngemite ikose siasa eng sang kelen maboishe SHA. Lakini ngemi ke dialysis kama si President Ruto kutupatia isha tungekuwa tunafanya nini? So angot biikab tulwet alechini nyoru akichek services kuni. Kai kityo kakamwa equipment overstretched the government. Kochanga biik chemyandos ko overstretch the resources. Ko kemeche biik che thinking outside the box akoker kole kiyae ne. That's what I'm saying. Governors chechoket ataune my home county. Ndami projects ngamwon wasen kicho tokonyo koyat angot president sakat angot tomo mami project ne complete akoi sai. It is horrible. Akalena ne ku one time.
Ay, ko taimite noto nebo kandoik. Ko eng kandoik ko uya kakemwa. Ngelewen kandoindet maybe nguno en lewenisiet nekamite kasarata kelewen kandoindet nekatinye maket nebo boisionik ak keret nekararan eng biik kotoi projects maybe ngoite kenyit noto nenyone nebo lewenisiet age kelewen age aya nekait komanyu kotesetai boisionik chu amu kilen mameche akot yani ubu ako rivals sat konye opelige boisionik yani cho kikayai mheshimiwa Pepe na mama ko mameche akot kekuschi ko kewirtae barak ketoi alak chempia aya imwachini ne kandoik amu chutok tugul chutok kebelegei ko ak ndakanyoru opportunity ko kandoik so kandoik chutok kilechini ne kandoik eng bororiet amu akere ale kikibute yuto.
Kongoi mising Karo Chesang amu kiawe siasa ako kiayai akinetab 5 years koisto mogorainik alake chekisomok ing yo melen kiisto ane wananchi kikitoiwo kesit no kikere it was just victimizing me. I ended even in prison but I came out. I'm telling you biik oeng somok and I know them and I've been praying to God that vengeance belongs to you. Iwekto Jehova muketut akakere one by one torto Mungu nebo kwangu. See how I am. Even having gone through that, ngebwa projects. Even when I left the office, projects ko pa wananchi. Projects ko mi limba Pepea or bango. So even mi projects kinga atawagene anan kinganam ko kimi chebo of course the other negimite atesetai chikibo koros because I knew the projects kobo wananchi lakini tindo sasa ngoit nguni akavana ina kule projects chebo mandau pa mandau wananchi jog look at now I'm talking about ndane on that hospital in Geses it's a nini level I think level 4 hospital nebo sub county tasai mawendi Geses sai gebendi ago Eldoret anan ko Nairobi oli why even I come to Nairobi ane Kenyatta na nawe likawe kwa mu congested in services ngolimbo panin akileni ara ke babangan line dang referral man ago mi another lady negere le matinda agene uwezo agojini nafasi ale ngotoi ngodalisan chito agene so suppose kotestai projects che amuba wananchi projects maba governor meje kone governors che mi kejeret sai itangot koti moja kot kompeta for example ari ibono projects like Mandogo I said did the best he set up these sub-county hospitals. You know, we are so happy. Mini mi tarbo kigo it ngele negele kalia mama jangot amunyal dos wananchi kasa picture sai all over was in Gishu County and got abroad. People wanted all over Kalenjin. Amecha mwai work big chomi office shege ma permanent power is transit yani pegu agere le pegu sungo toige ni wane nguni angetole gile nandi wekse urwambage kina ine ngoma mi bebe amuta go ibire bebe inda prison na you see so amecha nege go open embrace whoever wananchi wamesema ni hapo embrace na agingeta kinyi embrace in development je babi sai tagogetar geteje nebo tarbo nyalildos bikab tarbo togetar ngoni geteje siwa korogo mite governors yani stone throw away to uneza ngona tabaka lakini le chita mami chepkondo akubwane billions Eldoret akubwane our county I feel a lot of pain director speaker ja agalen kale egwongot one time yes and God always hears my prayer.
Oui, so kitu kitakanyone mheshimiwa taye kumwai kongoi amu kai barainda asikobit inyo Kass TV asikobit iarorwech kage kas akobo bandangung noton ne kibun ak banda ne bo kanyaiset ne tesetai eng kanyaiset notok nebo miondo nebo soromok kimagun chemyache.
Thank you.
Kongoi amu imi kararan mitei koi kim
Jesu kongoi kabisa
testai kunoto kimitu kunoto tak makininkei ako makininke emoni amami ole iwendi.
Yes.
So kimitu
kongoi Sankaro abaibai akine amu kaijera akai isoiwo ongetestai kesojigei ako ongechomia. Yes. Akameche amwa kityo moche bororiet ng'alyo
moche ker kamerait
kameche amwa ale
kobo bororiet
amu kitinye president komi bororiet nyo ako savane biik tugul onai ole sikonyor presidency arap Ruto ko kikicheng kura kicheng biik kura kikitau ngot achek 10th parliament kibirobiri emoni sikobit konyor ko kingen ole wendi akase ko ngwane en biikab Kalenjin olen one term president ngoik achek chikakitil kurainik sai amwaiwak vijana ongetil kurainik ako ngalecho ndami angot challenges ongoker angot shani angalale sai ngoker angot oret nemeche siga ongoker angot ngalek chikikiyaiwech bororiani ako onge boiboichi kamwa kongoi
mising kongoi ko chitab Kalenjin kakitukchi tak tetutiet nebo tililindo kakimit ak mheshimiwa Peres Simam Pepeana Mama ako ngalek ko cho kakomwa cherset ko nakainyoru so boroindo ng'ung inye akane atkai tugul alen ip kebeberta ng'ung ai akane kebeberta nenyu kekimekitu kenyoru bororiet nekim ako bororiet nechomegei amu eng Kass TV ak Kass FM International kemwoe kele kimnatet naet kikuren Sankaro nebo arap Sirma testai kere Kass TV kimnatet naet
iman kimnatet